Good morning, comrades, and as the title of this video already probably suggests, I got an amazing opportunity to drive the BMW M4 Schirmer GT VLN car. Now, since there are quite some new audience among you, I think it's also a nice opportunity, so to say, to tell you more about the car before we proceed with the lap. You can obviously skip the part if you don't want to find out more about the car. But in case you're new, let's get started. First of all, although it has a BMW badge on it, on papers, it's not a BMW anymore. It is a Team Schirmer, our trustworthy tuner who have built our taxis and maintain a lot of other of our cars. And that's why it is possible to get all of this, what you will be able to see in a bit, in paper street legal, because well, the car is built like that, because Team Schirmer is a recognized German manufacturer of cars. For example, like Porsche Roof and BMW Alpina. Well, not BMW, but Alpina in this case. But I hope you understand what I mean. So, what do we have here? It is a BMW M4 F82. The first thing that's pretty difficult to capture on camera are the massive wide body, and moreover you can probably see this is a wrap and you can see the carbon fiber pattern underneath it. So it's full carbon fiber bumper, the fenders, the back bumpers, massive carbon fiber splitter. Just have a look how thick it is. Well, just as thick as my finger. Behind the license plate there is a massive flashing light because the car has participated twice in the 24-hour of Nürburgring race. On top we see in front carbon fiber intakes for the brake cooling, massive radiators compared to a stock M4, and for the rest, it's stock. Most importantly, underneath the engine is actually pretty much stock apart for remap and some exhaust mods. So it's producing roughly between 550 and 600 horsepower, but nothing too crazy because again, this car purpose was built to run endurance racing twice the 24 hours of Nürburgring, and thereby reliability is a very important factor. Moreover, on the front we can see PFC brake discs, and Ronal wheels and Nankang NS2R tires. Pretty much the same setup we run on most of our cars. Team Schirmer engineering suspension mods, something I cannot tell you much about because this is like a very important secret. Now on the inside we can have a quick look and we can find the casual recipe. So carbon fiber door cards, interior minimalistic, AIM dashboard. When you switch it on with the flip here, you're gonna be greeted by this welcome screen. Apex, Nürburg and Schmickler Performance who have done the mapping on it and some electrical works. Then we have here some gauges. Some people have asked in one of my previous videos why they were flashing, because the warning light was set too low. And for the rest, yeah, not much here. Recaro pole position seats, cage, fuel system. Now, important thing to be mentioned, when it was a full-blown race car, it had of course seats with ears, but the German traffic law does not allow them, so they were replaced for SPGs, so not pole positions. And another thing that was changed is actually the wing on the back. It's got a smaller size wing here, so on the race car, when it was full spec race car, it was quite significantly bigger. On the front, I just quickly want to show you the sticker on the cage that says, yeah, it participated in 24-hour race of Nürburgring. And then on the back, the latest update, unfortunately, as you may have seen on Robert's Instagram, the car has been crashed by Robert himself. But it could have been me, because actually it happened to him, I believe 1 or maybe maximum 2 laps after I went out with it. What happened is that differential locked up after exit of Vauxhall, and then he did a 270-degree turn because the wheel locked up and ended up in the barrier. Luckily, not much has been damaged, so basically the rear bumper that you do not see anymore and the exhaust got dent slightly. And that's about it. So the car will be fixed. Moreover, this gave him the reason to take off the wrap, because the silver part is a wrap, and send the car to paint shop, so it will be completely resprayed in this silver. Now that's about it. All I can say, there are probably going to be some comments asking like, how did you find the car driving? And all I can say, amazing like a dream. We're not allowed to talk about lap times, but on my first ever attempt, without knowing the car and most importantly taking it easy, because it's one of Robert's most prized possessions and it's also like, well, one off in the world, still managed to do a very easy, nice lap time. You can find out what it was yourself. On top, I can say people who have driven this car at N24 and they know the lap times they were doing during the race, they say that this car is capable of around 6 minutes 30 full lap. So that's quite an amazing feature, and everything has to do with the suspension, because the car, the first time I drove it, and Robert said, well, you can turn in more, and at the point where usually any other car will start understeering and just go in the wall or straight. But this car, you just turn in, and the front end, the grip is just phenomenal. It's something you really, well, you either know what it is, but that's what most of the Team Schirmer cars have. It's just crazy. Anyhow, enjoy the lap. I definitely enjoyed it myself, and see you next time at the Nürburgring. Bye bye.